Welcome back, my people. What's up? This is Doc G, live and direct. Good to see you. Good to see you too. Been a long time, right? Nah, just joking. But glad to have you here. Yeah, episode 2. This is going to be a little bit shorter. We got 3 main topics that we're going to talk about today. Just came back. I have one of my days and wanted to talk about one big thing that I know in the educational realm that is kind of looming in the back of teachers' mind, which is students misbehaving in class. This could happen at times. We've seen it all on TikTok. We've seen how teachers get recorded. I've seen it when my substitutes come in, how they record the substitutes. All right, so first up, schools across the country are grappling with the rise in student misbehavior. Is this because of COVID? Is it because of having technology in the classroom? From disruptions during lessons to outright disrespect toward teachers. Educators say they are feeling overwhelmed, right? This could be true, all right? At some point, everyone comes to this head. Why is this happening? Experts point to factors like post-pandemic social challenges, a lack of discipline at home, right? And students struggling with mental health issues, SEL, social emotional learning, right? So this is what many educators are focusing on, especially in the classroom. Classrooms are designed to be safe and equipped for students to be safe and allowed to be themselves, but it's at the same time allowing them to follow the parameters, the expectations, the guidelines of what is going on in the classroom. But what can we do about it? These are 3 possible solutions, and hear me out, teachers and educators. First of all, strong teacher support. We need to support each other, whether it is PLCs, right, peer-to-peer partners, whatever it may be, right? Schools, school communities, teachers should provide each other with professional development in classroom management. One thing I know for certain is starting from the beginning, from the moment you enter the room, whether that's September, August, October, December, January, whenever you go into a classroom to teach, it is best to lay down the law or lay down what are your expectations. Sit down with them, talk with them, let them know where you're coming from and learn more about them. Then you adjust and make expectations in the classroom so that they know what to expect when they enter into your classroom. Now, building relationships. Teachers need to connect with students on a personal level. They need to know who you are. You gotta know who they are. At some point, you need to sit down, have a good discussion, conversation. Once they get a feel that social anxiety of being in a classroom with an adult that might get them in trouble might subside. When this happens, you might have something flourishing. Now, this is not all the case. Some students come in and they have a chip on their shoulder, right? They had a rough day, a rough night, a rough morning. They come in, maybe their home life is not the best. Maybe they're starving. Whatever the case may be, at some point you will come across a student that this does not work. So the best thing is to make sure that they know who you are and you stay the same level. You're consistent throughout. Third thing, parent involvement. Get the parents involved, man. Don't leave them hanging. Talk to them. Let them know what is happening. Even if you're that annoying teacher that's calling, but you know what? They know what's happening in the classroom. And they have 2 choices, to support or not support. And if you're consistent, parents will support you. If you're just picking on the child, parents will come at you. So you gotta be true, you gotta be real with yourself, and you gotta come correct as a teacher, as an educator. And I guarantee you that connection will build and you will have a strong bond. So parent involvement, open communication between the schools and families can bridge the gap on behavior, expectations. Ultimately, everyone, educators, families, and students need to work together to restore respect, focus in the classroom, all right? So let me know if you guys have any thoughts. Let me know your feedback. What do you think about this? Give me your concerns. Give me your experiences. Express it in the comment down below. Oh, and if I didn't remember, please subscribe, hit the like button. Now, second thing that we're going to talk about, second part of the segment, we're going to jump on to sports. Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. So if you've been watching the NBA, You notice how there's talk about Jimmy Butler, star player of the Miami Heat, and his future with Miami. Reports are swirling that Butler may want out. All right, so a lot of the things have been coming because Tyler Hero, Adebayo have been rising up in star power, especially with Adebayo going to the Olympics, getting a gold medal. They're getting more touches, more playing time. Now this has subsequently had taken some of the time away from Jimmy Butler, also the touches and the focus. They're focusing on the young players to develop their team for the future. Now, Miami Heat is a Pat Riley-led organization, and he always talked about the Heat culture. Now this culture, if you've seen the Lakers back in the 80s, you've seen the Knicks back in the 90s, it is hard-nosed basketball. That's what they're doing. Hard-nosed basketball practices, right, is led by the organization head. It is led by the coach. So the players follow whatever the coach and organization lead are doing. At some point, we've seen in the past when Pat Riley was with LeBron James, Dwayne Wade, Shaquille O'Neal, you saw how at some point when it was time to break up, they were butting heads because Pat Riley is no joke, right? He's a tough nut to crack. Same thing for Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler is not budging. So they're going back and forth. First, Jimmy wanted more than money. They gave him the money. Then he said, I wanted to be traded. Pat Riley said, you're not being traded. Now Jimmy Butler is missing flights. He's walking out in practice. He's not fully engaged in the game. And you're starting to see that this is hurting the team overall. It's hurting the team morale. How can you be as a team if one of the star players is not living his part of the bargain? So now we have Pat Riley, who said, I'm not going to trade him, is thinking about trading him. Tell me what you think about this situation. Is he right? Is he wrong? For me, Jimmy Butler, I'm one of the old school players. I like to always think coaches and the team lead know what they're doing. You could always negotiate in the back room, get the dealings, but on the court, it's time to play. Win that championship, become a high caliber player, and get your market up. So when you meet in the room, say, hey, I'm gonna walk out and I'm bringing all my skills and talent with me to the next team. And they're gonna verse you. Now, I'd rather be here, but we gotta do it this way. And you try to come to an agreement, and you may lose some, you may sacrifice a little, but in the end, it's all about getting that championship. We all need the bread, we all want bread at some point. You gotta make a decision. That's my take on it, all right? So Jimmy Butler, if you can't, just keep playing. We don't wanna bring down, already the NBA is at a state where people are questioning its quality. Let's try to keep that quality high. So let me know what you think about this situation. Put it in the comments down below. Do you agree with Jimmy? Do you disagree? Let me know. All right, and this is a touchy subject, especially you're from pretty much any area, whether it's ports, Florida, New York, California, wherever it may be, Alaska. Deportation of illegal immigrants. Deportation of illegal immigrants. So it's a controversial topic making headlines. The deportation of illegal immigrants, recent actions by immigration authorities led by Donald Trump, President Trump, have drawn both praise and criticism. People are saying, finally, we can get some protection. But it's reigniting debates about border policies and human rights. Do these illegal immigrants deserve the human rights, right? Their due process, even though they are illegal to this country and are not citizens. Many deportations are tied to stricter enforcement under current policies. Critics argue that these measures disrupt families and target vulnerable individuals. So one of the concerns is that maybe a grandmother, a mother, single mother, children are being thrown on the wayside, put into prison. Many are saying no, they're going after the immigrants who have criminal records currently and had criminal records back in their original country. While supporters believe they're essentially upholding the law, but what are the solutions? This is a complex issue, but here are a few potential steps. Pathway to citizenship. Simplifying the process of hardworking immigrants to gain legal access. Everyone that comes in should have a pathway, a process of what to do in order to become a citizen. Me, I believe as soon as they walk in, they want to be a citizen, hit them with the tax. Say, okay, we need you to work here, here, here. We're going to garnish your wage here, here, here in order to speed the process along. All right? Border reform, implementing smarter technology and a fairer process in entry points. Fingerprint everybody. As soon as they walk in, get their digital print, the fingerprint, make it digital, and scan it across the country so we know who and when and who and where they are at all times. Bipartisan solutions. We need all parties to cooperate, encouraging lawmakers to work together on policies that balance compassion and security. We have to be compassionate. One of the things that make our country different is that we are the home of the brave and the home of the free. So if people are coming here for support, we should try to help them. But we gotta do it the right way. We gotta have parameters. We don't just open the gates. Which of us just open our front door and let everybody in and go through our stuff? We don't. We gotta survive ourselves. But there's ways and there's strategies in how to implement this. All right, so this is an emotional issue for many, and we want to hear from you. So what are your thoughts on the current policies and political solution? Please put it down in the comment below. All right, folks, that's all my breakdown for today. Let us know your thoughts on these stories on the comments. Remember to like and share and subscribe for some more updates, deep dives, and the stories that matter to you. This is your host, Doc G. Thank you for signing up. Peace. Okay, brothers and sisters, let's do a special prayer for all those that are going through the whole immigration process. Okay, we pray for their families, for the young ones, for the vulnerable ones in those situations. We know it's tough. May God have their hands over them. For this we pray. Okay, leaving you with a quote. Peace out.